Okay, so it was revealed that the next two Jasons are going to be Jason X, like I predicted, with the Grendel map again, as I predicted. However, the other one is not Roy from Part 5, like I thought. I thought it was going to be that one, because that was the only other one that made sense, really. Either him or the other Jason X skin where he's human. But we're only getting Cyber Jason from what we see, as it only calls him Uber Jason, not Jason X. Which is what Jason X is actually called in the credits, Uber Jason. However, the other Jason that we are getting is Friday the 13th, Part 1, Kid Jason. I honestly don't know where to start with this one, because this one leaves me scratching my head as how this one would work. Because fundamentally, all the Jasons work somewhat similar. They have the weapon, and they can grab you and lift you up, then you use their kill. With their weapon specifically given to them from their movie. However, Kid Jason didn't really have much of a weapon or much strength or really anything. We only know he got drowned because he was a bully, then he pulled a girl down from the boat. So, I mean, they have the boat animation for how he pulls them down already. But other than that, I don't know where they can go with this one. Because with that, he's kind of just a kid. Not really anything really that supernatural about him. A gunshot to his chest should kill him. Let alone a head to stun him. Any of the adults could easily beat the kid version, but... Anyway, let's give this the benefit of the doubt and give him some ideas. Okay, so for one, let's think about some strengths that the Kid Jason would have. I would go with he can run, because this is still technically Jason when he's alive. And the only Jasons that can run are, well, him when he's alive. Which is Part 1. Well, probably going to be Part 1 since it's Kid. Part 2, Part 3, and Part 4, which is all Jason when he's alive, they can all run. And since this is Kid Jason, I'm pretty sure he can run too, since he had to run down the docks to escape the bullies. So, I'm gonna say one of his strengths is that he can run. Another thing would probably be, would definitely be water speed. As a little bit of a thing there about how he drowned, and how he just kind of pulled the lady down through the water. So I'm gonna go with he's fast in the water. And the last one would probably be shift. So he's a bit more fast on land, besides just the running aspect. His weakness is he's more likely to be stunned, he has weaker grip strength, and he has weaker weapon strength. I think those make sense because less durability, he's not as tanky as the later Jasons when he is supernatural. He's not as strong as any of the Jasons because he's a kid, so his grip strength is obviously going to be very weak, and his weapon strength should also be very weak as well. Since, again, he didn't even really use much of a weapon. But now you have to come to the idea, what is his weapon gonna be? Well, I have an idea. And this idea comes from the Friday the 13th remake. Now, in the remake, we see Jason as a kid, he found his mother's decapitated head, and he picked up the machete that decapitated her. So I'm going to think that if they're going to give the kid version of Jason a weapon, it's going to be a machete. Preferably the one that killed his mother. And one of his kills is probably going to be, or his weapon-specific kills is going to be decapitation. Similar to how his mother was killed. Another one might just be flailing the machete around, just cutting the person everywhere. Because at this point, Jason's not really much of a killer. He doesn't really know what to do at this point. He knows how to kill people, but he's not very skilled at it yet. So I'm assuming this Jason is going to be a bit more frantic with his kills. Or a bit more slow and more brutal. As Jason, when he gets older, he kills people much quicker, as that means they can't escape as much. More or less, he gets you and he kills you. Because you see later Jason movies and Jason's in this game, the kills are more slow. Or, well, they're quicker than normal, but there are definitely some slow kills. Like, when he stabs you and he lets you bleed out, or he just hacks you up with the axe. But, needless to say, Jason, when he gets older in the movies, he kills a bit quicker. Though in earlier movies, he kills a bit slower. This is noticeable probably in part 2. When he has to actually fight, he actually is at a disadvantage. As throughout all that, he's preferably using stealth. So with all this, the Kid Jason, he'll probably be using stealth a lot more. And maybe this one will have a new ability. Maybe Kid Jason could probably have a stealthier ability, where he actually is able to crouch and actually sneak around very quickly and not make any noise, to be able to sneak up on counselors and then kill them. I have no idea how rage is going to work with the little guy, because again, he's a kid. He's not as developed as himself when he gets older and he gets stronger. So I don't really know how a little kid's going to be busting down big reinforced doors, or breaking down fence posts. Honestly, I feel like if he's going to be grabbing anybody, they're going to stay on the ground and have a different animation as well. Like, maybe he grabs them by the shirt and he just holds them there. That's probably my idea with how he's going to grab them, because he's obviously not going to lift them off the ground, because Jason's not that strong at that point. But overall, I think a few abilities might have to be a bit reworked for the Kid Jason, as that might be a bit difficult, but I honestly think that that's how that's going to work. Because, again, he's not as strong, he's not as skilled, and all that, but yeah, my idea is he will have the machete that killed his mother from the remake, because that was the only weapon we've ever seen him pick up. That or a standard knife, probably. But yeah, that's my best idea for how Kid Jason's gonna work. Maybe they give him a new ability that allows him to be more stealthy. Whew. So that kind of allows him to sneak around a lot quicker. And I don't mean just like the stealth thing which they see and the music picks up. I'm talking like he's able to properly like sneak through the bushes and everything like that. Like hide in a bush. Or, you know, something like that, so it's a lot easier to get people. Well, anyway, that was my idea. What do you think?